Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Oshinoko, you guys. We are coming up at the halfway point of this series, and let me tell you, I am engaged. I am invested. I am really looking forward to seeing where this goes next. Last time was a really good episode. We've got a lot going on with all kinds of stuff, you guys. I wasn't ready for the collab. I was not ready for that. And of course, we got the dating show and everything else going on. So I will just kind of briefly get into any lingering thoughts that I have on last week's episode. Before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. All right, guys. So a lot going on last time. Of course, we had the dating show. We had everything that comes with that, which I think is kind of another really interesting sort of high-level look at a production for kind of a different sort of production this time around. We got to see the TV show adaptation of a manga, and this time around we're doing like a reality show, and it's interesting to me to see how they're kind of examining the ins and outs of that, the way that they did with the other production. And, you know, it does make a lot of sense that while a show like that wouldn't be scripted, there is certainly a lot of prompting. There is a lot of staging for it, you know, which I think we all probably know by this point. I don't know about like everyone and everywhere. I know that in the US, reality shows are a really big deal, or I think they still are. I don't know. I'm so checked out of like stuff like that because I'm busy watching stuff like this. But for a while, I mean, there was a stretch of time in like when it was still kind of a novelty, I think in the 2000s, where like everyone and everything had a reality show. And I think there's still quite a few of them out there. So, you know, dating shows and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't know. I was around for like the OG Survivor, like the first Survivor. So like I'm going back a ways when I talk about reality TV. But anyway, yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see, you know, how that's produced, you know, it's not staged, as, overtly, I think, as like an actual, you know, TV drama would be, but there's certainly a lot of setting up for that too, whether it's the crew, the director kind of trying to stage things, or like we see even like the actors, like we had last time. We did a little interaction with Yuki, who's one of the contestants, I guess, on the show, and you know, kind of was very aware, especially on a show where like they're specifically targeting teens in the entertainment industry. I would think there would be an awful lot of that, you know, people just being very self-aware of like where the camera is and what's going on when the camera's rolling. How can they kind of get a better spot on the show? At the end of the day, it feels like there is sort of an air of competition almost, which I mean there would be if you're all trying to find a you know, significant other, I guess, but I don't know, even just like competition for the spotlight, since they're all performers. So that should be interesting. Of course, we had Ruby and Kana doing some really interesting adventures for their new group, their new idol group. And the one thing they can agree on is that they don't want Aqua involved with someone they don't approve of. Kana doesn't probably want him involved with anyone at all. Ruby, of course, has to have final say, or maybe even first, middle, and last say on who he's dating as the protective sister. So yeah, so that was fun. And we, guys, just the way in which I was not ready for Peon. Was not prepared. Nobody prepared me for this. Nobody prepared me for this. This is a very, like, this is a drama at the end of the day, mixed with thriller, of course, with elements of comedy and everything, because it is an anime. I was not ready for that, guys. I don't know what that was, but I absolutely loved it. And I'm never going to get over it. So yeah, so it makes sense. You know, you kind of use some networking within the company to get your name out there with your group and everything. So that makes total sense. Oh yeah, another thing that was interesting, speaking of staging, was the whole like, oh yeah, we're gonna like prank you in your sleep, and like, yeah. You definitely wouldn't want to, you know, walk in on anything you shouldn't. So it makes sense that they would kind of give you a heads up about that the night before. But yeah, last but not least, we had the name reveal for our idol group. Very, very bold move going with the B Komachi, the Name of Eyes group. I'll be very curious to see how it's received by the public. How, Mom, I had her name last, I swear, was it Miyaki? I can't remember. But the adopted mom, how she feels about it. I'll be really curious to see how Aqua feels about it, to be honest with you, under the circumstances. And we did have a really great scene with him last time, you know, kind of really actually feeling, even though he couldn't exactly state what the case was, you know, kind of verbalizing a little bit about his feelings for I. So I'll be really, really, really curious to see how he takes the news of the new name, considering he's very, very worried about Ruby going down the same path and everything like that. So yeah, guys, I'm excited for it. I know we're like at the halfway point now, which is hard to believe, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Oshi no Ko. Let's do this. Huh? Oh. Well, Yuki really stepped down from the show. Oh, is that part of the show? Okay. I was gonna say, did I miss something? Or so that was an act. Okay. Oh, maybe not totally an act. Oh. Then... oh, so you're just kind of... okay. Okay, so you were amplifying. You were amplifying what was already there. Oh, we're not happy that Brill's been out eating with girls. Oh, it's a little bit of a look of satisfaction. Oh, that is something that somebody, yeah, who is in their 30s or something would appreciate, having gone back to teens. Okay. He's not wrong. Yeah, I can see how it's a little bit different, depending. So they're all going to kind of experience this differently. Oh, wow, he's in it for the long haul. Holy cow. I'm sure he did his homework after, though. It's tougher for... yeah. It's tougher if you're one of the people involved. Oh, yeah. How is he coming across? We haven't really focused on that too much. Oh, and here's some footage. We're doing fun teenager things. Oh, okay. So they found a good angle. And he found the good love triangle angle. You gotta know how to get in there and sell it, you guys. He's okay. He's not really in this to be. He's just here for as a favor. Oh, yeah, the ones who just aren't really coming across. Oh, we're practicing very, very hard. Okay. Oh. Oh, manager's not happy. Oh, he's really looking out for her. That's rare in I think. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't like where this is headed. Hopefully get... that's not what you want to do, though. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be dissing brands. You never know who you might end up. Yeah. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Of course not. Oh, it's yeah. Well, I mean, we just wanted to see what was out there. We just wanted to see what was out there, you guys. Yeah, we're all kind of like checking our status. You yourself are the Oh, uh-oh. Oh, honey. Okay, yeah. That's right. TikTok didn't used to do that. Well, see, I can relate because I'm not a teenager and I do struggle to keep up. She's trying. Uh, Oh, they're gonna ask her to play a bad girl. She doesn't want to disappoint everybody. Oh, yeah. See, the thing is here, whether you're competing for a boy or just competing for attention on the show, you're still competing. Okay, so got some... No results. Okay. Shoot. Oh, man. This isn't good. You're gonna go after him? What? Did she just snap her nail? Ooh, uh-oh. Okay, we didn't mean to do that. We did not mean to do that. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. She did not mean to do that. She was... Oh, she's a real one. She's a real one. She gets it. She was putting herself out there. She was putting herself out there. She definitely did not mean to do it. No, I don't think she does at all. I think they're all just trying to do what they can. This is kind of messed up. She's not, we're good. We're cool. She's like, I get it. I get why you did what you did. Oh, oh, we may have found like real camaraderie. Uh-oh, now, uh-oh. Uh-oh, because now she's getting the attention, but oh, wow, oh, God. She's, oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. So she can't say that they made up. Oh, the negativity is just, see guys, it's just, it can be really, really bad. It can be really, really, really bad on the internet. What? But then you're just not supposed to apologize by dying. Jeez. Oh, God, this is really not good, guys. This is really not good. I have a feeling I see where this is going based on the beginning. Oh, honey, this is bad. This is real bad. This is real bad. I mean, it will eventually blow over. It will. They'll move on to something else. No, it's because she's quiet. People are inferring that. That's not what she's like at all. Oh, sweetheart. This is too much. This is too real. I could see where there was a warning because this is very... Oh, they're going after her mom? They're going after her mom, guys. This is terrible. Oh my God, she's so hardworking. People just have no idea. They have no idea what they're talking about. And they're just getting real personal about it, you know? They're like, she's not even a human being, which is exactly what we've seen on this show is that, yeah. Oh, even the people who were supporting her really did see her for what she was. See, that's the thing, is the people who actually... Oh, man. Why are we reading so much things into this young girl? Oh, guys, this is upsetting. This really, really is. This is really, truly upsetting. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh God, guys, I don't know if I could do this. This is too, it's too real. It's too raw. It's too real and it's too raw. No. She just wants peace. She just wants to be free. She wants to be free of it all. No, honey, no. Oh God, no. Oh my God, is that Aqua? Did Aqua save her? Oh my God, he saved her. He saved her, oh my Lord. Oh my God. Oh guys, I thought that was it. I really thought that was it. I really thought that was the end. I thought they were going to have her actually kill herself. Nobody would get this better than Aqua. After seeing what became of the way that they were talking about after her death, nobody will be able to help her through this more than him. Oh God, guys, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was hard to get through. That was a hard one to get through. Wow. I'm gonna say the same thing I did when we had, oops, is it trying to play the next one? Yeah, it is. It's trying to play the next one. Sorry. I'm going to say the same thing I did when we had a similar situation. We had discussions of mental health and suicide on another show I was watching. Well, it was, you already know. I already mentioned it was Ruby. Please, whatever you are going through, I promise you are more than that. You are more than your mistakes, what you are going through, the current state of your mental health. Please. I just want to get that out there, because whenever we talk about a subject like this, it hits me very hard, and it hits me very personally. And I want anyone who needs to hear that right now to know that, like, you're more than that. There is more to you than that. And I hate to say something as generic as it will get better, but it will pass. It will not be this bad forever. It seriously will not. That was a rough one, you guys. That was a really, really hard one. Honestly, like, we've gone through some stuff on this show, but when you guys were warning me about the next couple of episodes, I was like, oh, okay, we're going to be dealing with, like, thriller, drama. Like, I didn't expect it to get so raw that, like, I was having a hard time getting through the episode. So this is, like, one of those not so great things about the internet. We see it happen with celebrities. Honestly, it happens with people who are not celebrities, who are not in the spotlight. This is a really big issue with teens in general, and even like adults. But it's such a big issue with teens because you have all of this at your fingertips, and there is never a way to get away from it. If you're dealing with it at school, and then you're coming home and you're dealing with it on a screen that you don't have to turn off, that there's just never-ending, constant people coming at you, just, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I am the first person to say how many great things there are about the internet. I mean, everything I do pretty much is on the internet, so I'm grateful for it on a very high level. But this is one of those things where, like, the concentrated dose of negativity is just something that's so... And the thing is, like, they touched on this a little bit after I died as well. And even, like, while she was alive, like, some of the... But they touched on it a lot more, I feel like, after she passed. Was that, like, the way that everyone was kind of, like, not even, like, aware that this was a human being with, like, family and friends and people who loved her. I mean, I know nobody knew about her kids and everything, but, like, and she technically was from, she had no parents or anything, but still, like, we're still talking about a human being here, and you're saying things like, you should die, you should kill yourself, you should, like, I mean, it's, when you think about somebody actually communicating that to another person on a more personal level, it hits so much different. But yet online, there's people who will just, like, they'll just bombard and they'll just say whatever. And they'll just, like, I mean, it's a phenomenon that scares me, and I still haven't quite gotten my head around yet. Is to, like, what is the reasoning for that? You know, like, how do we see that so often and so many people engage in that? You know what I mean? It like boggles my mind. And I'm very, 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 very fortunate that I have never had to deal with this personally. Like, I get negative comments and stuff, but I've never had to deal with it on that level. And I am way older than the people on this show. Like, I relate more to where Aqua's coming from, being, like, kind of not really, still kind of acclimating to everything about being a teen. You know, he's coming at it from an older person's perspective, is my point. But, wow. The thing is, it's easy enough for something like that to get around in a large group. I think what it is what you have here is you have the high school mentality magnified so much, because now you're not just, I don't know how big high schools are, 1,000, I don't know, a couple hundred, who knows. But however many people there are in your average high school. That's bad enough, right? But now it's so it's blown up so much more because you have these countless people all over the world now in on this, engaging in that same mentality, and you can't get away from it. I mean, you can put down your phone, but at the same time, like, that leaks into every aspect of your life. Just as we were talking about, social media marketing and having an online presence is so important for your brand. If your brand gets out of control in a situation like this, and this is what is this is what's in the spotlight, that will affect, like, your future career, it does. It affects. The thing is, though, I do feel like eventually it blows over. Eventually there is coming back from it. But how hard is that to understand in the moment when you are a young person who does not have the experience in the industry, or just even as a person to know, like, you have not been on the earth that long to know that this is going to blow over eventually, Wow, guys, that one set me off. That one set me off in a big way. It's interesting. There's different types of drama and disturbing imagery and everything like that. I watch a lot of shows with very, very disturbing content. Very, like, horror level, very out there kind of, like, and I'm not saying that doesn't affect me, but it's like I have this rule in horror movies as well. I will watch a silly, campy, or, like, supernatural fantasy element. That kind of horror does not bother me. But you give me something that's a little bit more grounded, a little bit more realistic, where, like, I don't know, there's just something about that that's so much worse. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. I feel like you guys can probably relate. You know what I mean? Like, there's a huge difference between, like, I don't want to name anything specifically. It's not everyone's watching all the same shows, but something so far based outside of reality. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to watch, but I don't know. This just hit different, you guys. It just hit different. It was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was uncomfortable to watch. And I really, 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 I feel for the generation of teens coming up, because, like, when I was a teen, like, we had internet and we had like chat rooms and message boards and stuff like that, but it wasn't like it is now. It wasn't like it is now. It was not. It wasn't like that. I'm not saying this mentality didn't exist. I'm saying the platform was not there in its entirety to be able to make it this bad. You know what I mean? And just, I was getting off of my soapbox about, like, how bad internet, like, cyberbullying can be. And back onto the characters. What was that? Her name was Akane? Was that her name? Well, I'm not going to go back now. It's interesting how people, like, filled in the gaps of her personality so quickly. Just because she was a quiet person. Because she didn't have a loud personality or a gimmick or something that you could pigeonhole like that. Because of that, people came in as soon as they had anything to go on, and they were, like, filling in the blanks with their own narrative. Like, not even knowing her. Like, saying she must be rhymes with mutt, and she must be stuck up, and she must be this, and, like, and then the people, like, I knew so-and-so bad. It's, oh God, you guys, it's just the kind of, like, mob mentality of that, like, cyberbullying is just so scary. And it's so scary to think that, like, everyone forgot so quickly that they were talking about a real person who wasn't even, like, the crazy thing about it is what actually happened was it was totally different. It was an accident. Everyone knew it was an accident. Yuki wasn't mad. None of the people on the show were mad. Like, she literally was just doing what she was there to do. And that was to like make a name for herself, stand out, make her agency money, you know? And she was just like, you know, not everyone has like that personality. You know what I mean? Not everyone will stand out in a way that looks good on television. It doesn't mean you're not special. It doesn't mean you don't have great qualities. It doesn't mean you're not a good entertainer. You're not a good performer. Like, it just means in that particular setting, there were people better suited to it than you, at least in the time frame that you were given. And that's really not her fault. She was trying everything to try and get around that, you know? And Yuki respected that. She respected what she did. She was not mad. But of course, when you're under a contract and you can't really talk about when that would destroy the illusion. I get a little bit of this to a degree because I'm really into wrestling. And if you're into wrestling, you know that there is a scripted aspect of it, although there is a lot that happens that contributes to storylines that is unscripted, and you know, sometimes the lines blur a little bit. You're still dealing with people, you're still dealing with human beings at the end of the day. Like, there's bound to be stuff that seeps through even like the best staged performance. But like, I get this to a degree because I know, like, I've heard about before it was a little bit more commonly known that a lot of wrestling is scripted. I would hear like about, you know, wrestlers in like the 70s and the 80s who like couldn't even make it out of the arena because people were trying to kill them. They were trying to like beat them up. They were trying to like, cause they were so into the story. Now, like, it's kind of like that, but at the same time, like that was something that they were going for. That didn't just happen. You know what I mean? That didn't just, they wanted to be the heel. They wanted to be the bad guy. And that reaction, albeit very, very extreme, an extreme version of what they were going for, it went towards their agenda. And the thing is, even if she was trying to be the bad girl, the way that just got so personal and so out of control so quickly to the point where they were like going after her parents and like just going after her as a person, as a human, but like, it was too much. I feel like I need to wrap it up. I feel like I need to wrap it up because I feel like I'm just going to go on about this for like another 45 minutes and we still have another episode to watch. Oh man, you guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm definitely pretty disturbed after that one. But guys, I thought that was it. Like, I'm like, oh my God, we are honest to God going to deal with like, cause this is not something that doesn't happen. Like, this happens to like celebrities and internet personalities and like up and coming, like this is a thing you hear about. I mean, not all the time, but you hear about it pretty, like it's a thing that happens. And I'm like, oh my God, we're doing this and we're going to deal with this. Thank God for Aqua. And nobody is going to be able to understand this better than him and hopefully help her through it. But like, good God, you guys, way to just shred my heart in like 30 minutes. I watch a lot of stuff, you guys, that hit different. It hit different. It was too real. It was too real. It was too real. All right. I'm wrapping it up. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. It's a weird thing to say after an episode like that, but at the very least, we can agree that was very well done. It was a very, very well done story, albeit very disturbing. So I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, oh dear God, please. I'm not going to make it through this series if you're not here to help me. Please help. I am going to like drown in my own tears at this rate. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.